about solar panels. Right, so first of all, I'm just checking that they are genuine, because they're saying that they are Cross Keys Homes only partner in this matter. Solar maintenance services. Right, okay. Got no problem with that. Not going to call them right now, even though they're saying that there's a problem with the solar power generator. How they'd know without inspecting it, I wouldn't know. So that's got to be done remotely. Which, begs the problem again, doesn't it? How's things being done remotely from inside this property? Yeah. Well, I had the same problem with smoke detectors and the other one in the kitchen, the carbon monoxide sensor, which has also got a Wi-Fi signal on it that's obviously piggybacking on my Wi-Fi, because it's got to connect to something to get outside the house, hasn't it? What's that? They're hardwired. You forced me to have hardwired devices installed in my building after a certain bill got put through. So, yeah, they're piggybacking all right, and it's affecting my computer system. Yeah. No, no, no. I've already always known that they was piggybacking off something from inside the property. So, if the solar energy people, hang on, just let me put my glasses on and I'll read it for you. Because I've only had a quick glance at it. I've got no problem with them coming out to check it, if that's the premise that they want to give for coming out to check it. It's not a problem, because I should be getting far more off my electric bill now, because they've already been through the allotted time, I think, where you have to have some of your energy diverted to the national grid. I think it was either 5 years or 10 years the contract was for. So, yeah, glad I've got their number now anyway, because I can ask them direct what the actual law is on that. Because I was being harassed and trying to be forced from my property. So, I did say, well, maybe the landlords want full access to the whole of the power. And I don't get it. I just signed for it. So, I'm sure it'll all sort itself out in the end. Right, today I've got to, when I go out to do my shopping run, I've got to go and pay some rent off. Okay, that's going to be done today or tomorrow, as and when I can get to do it. I'm not going to do it over the phone today because I've got new bank details that I don't want given out over the phone, especially when I've got a nosy neighbour that listens through the walls. Right, this letter. Solar maintenance services work in partnership with your housing association, Cross Keys Home, and is the only authorised and approved company to have responsible for ongoing service and maintenance of solar PV system at your property. We are contacting you to let you know there appears to be a fault with the generator. Well, how do they know that? No, but you see how I'm looking at it, don't you? Yeah. Well, that'd hike my phone bill up further, wouldn't it? So I'm not going to bother doing that. I'm just going to wait for them to send me an appointment of when they want to come round and check the actual device in the property. Yeah, it says here, this is the enticement bit of the letter, and you may not be receiving the full benefit from the reduced electricity costs that the solar PV system provides. And then it says, please call or email. Right, so don't need to do that. They've got my address. They've sent it to me, addressed it to me by name. So they know I live here. They know that they can contact me by letter, so they can send me an appointment themselves. I don't have to phone them, wasting my phone bill and hiking my phone bill up further. I don't need to give them an email link because it's a government contract. And I don't give anything associated to the government access to my computer system by clicking any of their links, NHS included, because of their spying and downright maliciousness, what they do to people's computer systems when they don't like them. So, no, I'm not clicking on any links, and I don't give out email addresses for that reason. Right, the second reason why I called today. The other day I had to nip out and go and check my bank. And I've caught people actually trying to get the new bank code, just hovering about casually by the cash point. Alright, so I've already noticed that people are trying to do it already because I've caught them doing it. Anyway, I popped out to check the bank account and get some supplies. So I checked my bank account, there's only, I think there was only about 15 quid in it. So I thought, oh well, that'll do until I get paid on Tuesday, no problem. So I just got myself a pouch of baccy from the garage and a pint of milk and then went home. As I pulled into the first bit of the estate there, I've spotted a car at the end of the road. So I'm watching this car because it's watching me. And then it starts driving towards me because I've spotted it. So I've seen the guy's face already. So I've got his face planted in my mind now. I thought, why is he actually driving at me like that? I thought, never mind. It's a distraction. Let's see what's really going on now. So I've picked up speed a little bit and headed back home a bit sharpish. As I've pulled up to the corner of my road to turn around where I can actually see the front of my property, I've got one of the neighbours doing a hand signal to someone up the road. I go round the corner just as a car's pulling away from the front of my house. Saw his face as well in the reflection of the mirror. So I caught the driver's face of that car as well. So I've now got two faces of the people involved. Anyway, before I went out to this garage thing, I'm getting my bike sorted out in the front room. And I've had to cure the mildew in the front room from where I dry clothes and that in there. I've had to open up the air vent, which had a breeze block cut to size inside it, put there by the previous tenant. So I've taken that out and cleaned all the air vent out. And I've bought an inline inflow air fan, which fits inside the air vent. So it either draws air in, or because it's only plugged into the extension lead there that runs my cameras, it's not a permanent feature, so I didn't need permission for it. I can either turn it round, so if it's hot, I can blow air into the property, and if it's cold or hot in the building, I can turn the fan round inside the vent and pump the air out of the building, the hot air out of the building. That's why I put it in there. And plus I'm a smoker and I have my grandson staying here, so it blows the smoke straight out the building. Anyway, I'm standing there and I can hear gossiping outside the window, so I thought, right, okay, well the air vent's completely open now, so I'm not distracted. I can hear every single word of it. So I just sort of stand there because I'm expected to get on my bike, get out the door and go and do what I'm doing because someone's been monitoring it very closely. And now he's outside the front of the building gossiping with the neighbours. Right? I hear, yeah, the guy over there, bloody, 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 blah. And I thought, right, okay, let's just stand here for a minute. Keep them talking, keep them standing there gossiping rather than walk out there and he'll shut up. So I heard everything basically. Then went out the front door. Just smiled sarcastically and then went off to do my thing. When I came back, I caught all that lot in that motion and the guy's still standing there opposite my house, gossiping with the people still at the same time. So I saw all their faces of all of them involved. But they was being very sneaky about it. I'll give them that. But now I've got all their faces and I know for certain what they've been up to. Alright, so I did actually catch them. I've been logging all this for months, as you know. The landlords are acutely aware that a certain clique of old neighbours from this village have told me personally that the council had no right in putting me here, that these disabled bungalows were meant for Glinton families. So I know what I'm up against, I know what I've always been up against, and I know why I got set up by them in court to try and get me out. Then complain about me further. A different clique of neighbours, same lot, still trying to cause problems to get me evicted to come out when the antisocial lady decided she needed to come out and see the situation for herself. So all that was done in the build up to that. And then I've got this situation what's just occurred. It didn't bother me, like I said, because I've had the building tampered with, I've had my cameras tampered with, haven't been able to catch who's been responsible doing it because they've been so sneaky about it. And now I've seen all their faces. If you see what I'm getting at. Yeah, sure, because I've recorded it myself to make sure that you are aware of it. Alright? Yeah, no problem. Like I said, I can't react to anything because I'm on probation from that set-up court case and I'm abiding by the judge's decision. You know, so for that previous neighbour who lives behind my property to try and instigate another fight with another man, another neighbour, by getting his wife to call me a rude name, so I would go absolutely batshit over it, and then they get their way, instigate the fight, I get arrested and jailed. See what they're up to now. So I've just been minding my own, doing what I want to do, and just keeping myself to myself. That's what's actually been going on here. Sneaky, aren't they? Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah, no problem. Like I said, as soon as I get out to do my thing today, I'm going to be using the payment card to pay the amount of rent. I'm going to be paying £55. I'm not sure of the exact figure, so I'm just going to round it up to that. That's why that figure's going to be paid today. Unless you want to check it now and find out what the exact figure is, because I can never remember it. Yeah, I pay it every month out of my disability benefit and then joke about paying the corrupt out of the money that's supposed to be made available to improve my disabled life. So it's all coming out my disability benefit, this. £53, right, okay, so I pay £54 because there's odd pence on it and then it's rounded up and the correct amount's paid, okay? Alright, so as soon as I can get out to pay that, I'll be paying that, but it will not be paid from the local village post office, because that's where the problems have all been coming from. They've all been coming from that area affecting here, you know, and we all know there's another building near the post office that likes to have control over a village, and we've also got the local parish council located there as well, just so I can show you how it's all connected. Yeah, yeah, that's no problem, but I'm just showing you how I've worked out how it's all connected and who's behind it all. Yep, no problem at all. I'm quite happy to stand on my own at the moment. I do have a lot of backup, so they're never going to win, you know. So just let them carry on being the idiots that they're being. I'm still going to be doing what I'm doing here. I'm looking at prices for the timber today to begin on the pool shed, what I'm building. I'm at two, you know, I'm in a sort of crux with what to do about it at the moment, because I'm thinking now, well, why should I waste any more resources on this property if I've got these idiots around me that are never going to let me live in peace? Why waste my time, effort, and resources? Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Like I said, I've seen all their faces now, so I know who they all are. Okay. All right. You take care then. You have a lovely day. I'll be along to pay my bill as soon as I can get out and about. Okay. But currently I'm still in bed. Okay. All right. Lovely. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you. Bye bye.